you.
I just want to ask, you're running for board in this election. Only 3 candidates for 3 positions, so very likely you'll be acclaimed. I'm wondering what you're expecting as far as a transition of being involved as an executive, transitioning into being involved as a board member, and what challenges you expect there.
I think the only real difficulty is making sure that I don't try and micromanage from a board level. But having been, a board member before I was an executive and then a board member while I was an executive, I think that I have the ability to kind of take a step back and really look at things from a much higher perspective, more of a corporate overall perspective as opposed to so micromanaged. So I'm not expecting too much of a difficult transition. I think it'll really provide a lot of benefit for whoever comes after me because I can then facilitate, a lot of knowledge transition and stuff like that, which is really why I chose to run for the board, just so that I could be there and give that kind of information oversight to the next group of students that are involved.
Of course, and it definitely adds to you as a candidate as well for voters. So only 3 candidates in this board election and only 3 positions available. What does that say to you? When you signed up, when you went to the all-candidates meeting and you found out that you were basically going to be running unopposed for your position, how did that make you feel? What does that make you feel about the current state of elections at BUSU?
I think what it really does to me is just it may smack of an inability to relay what the board really does. I know a lot of students talk to me and said, well, what does a board even do? And it's like, well, okay, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to explain what this oversight body does. You have to explain the fact that you can't really have a platform because your job is to be accountable and transparent. And then I developed a little bit of one, but again, it's not quite the same as the executive positions, which you can kind of grasp more firmly what they're about. And for me, it's a little bit just depressing because I'd like to engage in the debate and I'd like to engage in the discussion that comes from having a contested race. And it's quite a lot more difficult to get up on stage and just say, hey, this is me and here's everything about me, please go vote for me, when it's like, well, I like the compare and contrast that comes from a contested election. So I think we missed that dialogue this year.